Greetings and salutations, it is I, Rkdm, and today we are mapping and chatting. Nothing very amazing or exciting, but more of the usual stuff. So yeah, all fun and games around here. So I am building some maps in Inkarnate, which I will show you. There we go. That's not actually the map. That is in fact me trying to select some graphics for the map. So what do we got? I'm looking for something fun to put on this map. I'm at a loss. What's the map? That's right. We went in for a big zoom in on a certain area of the Forbidden District, and yeah, actually I'm thinking we might move away from the Forbidden District because I might have had enough of it today. I've been working on this particular district for about 8 hours today. So we're gonna save that one, and yes, savety save, just like that. And oh, lost my camera for a moment. Oh, just trying to readjust it. We should be sweet. There we go. Yes, now I can see my chin. See, that's important. Okay, saving. Excellent. It's all happening here. So, who is here with us today? I see there's a viewer. Why don't you say hello? And what are you up to? What are you doing watching this? You must be bored. No, seriously. Maybe you just want to learn Inkarnate. I don't know. Don't know who it is. But anyway, so what do we got? I'm going to go back to our maps and have a bit of a look-see at what maps we have over here. Better put that one in the right folder. That one goes in my folder. And we're going to pop over to my folder here. This is my folder. See, I work for Questbook, and Questbook, the DMs, including myself, all have access to Inkarnate. So we've all got our own folders, and this is my folder. And in here we've got something like 74 maps, I think, now. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. So, oh, that one needs to be renamed. Okay, so edit map details. This is not primary, this is zone 1. Boof. Cool. Alright, so the primary map looks kind of like this. So we can zoom in a bit and have a look around. This is the entrance down the bottom over here. And there's this sort of muddy road that goes across the city, which has clearly been severely damaged in some kind of disaster, natural or otherwise. One cannot say what sort of disaster has befallen the city of Vaingate sometime in the past. It's been like this for 300 years, apparently. Some say that it was hit by a dragon. Others have varying other stories. But if you look really closely, there's some cool things in here, like some stairs. And they're hiding in funny little locations around the place, and they may have access to the grey roads. The grey roads are the roads that run inside the walls of the city of Vaingate, and they are inhabited by gangs, thieves, cutthroats, and other malignant and unpleasant types, mostly gangs and that sort of thing. So yeah, currently the city, the Forbidden District, is pretty much uninhabited, except for this strange group of red wizards. And these are not the red wizards of Thay, they're very similar, but they're the red wizards of the Barakyle Envoy in Vaingate. Because this is my campaign setting. This is Sidariel, and in Sidariel, and you know, speaking of Sidariel, let's go and have a look at a map of Sidariel. This is Sidariel. In Sidariel, it's kind of a flat Earth kind of a construct here, and you've got the Vaingate city is down here. This is where the Forbidden District is that we were just looking at moments ago. And it is part of the Moldrayan Protectorate, is in fact the capital of the Moldrayan Protectorate. It is near to Lorathion, which is the Alvan realms of this world, which used to be much bigger than they are now before those dastardly humans arrived and started procreating. Damn them. So presently the elves and the humans are in a big kind of, it's not a war, it's they have a treaty negotiation going on currently called the Treaty of Vaingate. That gets really complicated really fast. So yes, the Moldrayan Protectorate runs as far north as actually Vanderhold and these places up in the northern sky reaches, although it doesn't cover all of the northern sky reaches because some of that part is part of the Angkor Empire, which, as you can guess probably from the name, is an Orcan empire on the other side of the Banakayan mountain ranges, which are kind of here, and they stretch from the bottom of the world all the way up to the top of the world, just like that. So yeah, that's that. The Far Lands, which is this spot over here in the Twilight Isles. That is the other major Elven kingdom, but at this point it's actually fairly undeveloped in this game because I haven't had much of a chance to run anything over there. I have a campaign set in Dagdagiel at the moment where we've got characters currently trying to catch some Barakyle wizards who are in fact in Suxalim with an artifact belonging to one of the player characters apparently, so there's that. So that's one of the campaigns I'm running. The other couple of campaigns I'm running, one of them is in Vaingate, which makes sense. Another one is currently up here in Vanderhold, and I'll have a bit more of a look at the Vanderhold map. So these are the... Oh, no, don't do that. This is the Northern Sky Reaches, and the Frostmoors, and the Plains of Kobandur. There was a big battle there long ago. But nonetheless, that is done with hundreds of years passed since then. And so yeah, and thusly, what am I looking for? A thing. This is the thing. Right, so this is the Vanderhold Island map, where you can see a fair amount of detail. These are mostly Goliath tribes and things. There's a whole story about why is there a giant squid sitting next to Vanderhold? Well, let me not tell you a story because that would be a spoiler. So anyway, long story short, that's Vanderhold Island. One group of our players is currently at Doden Bar Park. They are the Frostmoor Crows. So yeah, now go back to our overview. So we've got maps of the world and maps of various regions, maps of tombs, maps of Goliath. Jesus, what's going on with my brain? Goliath. Fun maps like this one. Don't fall in. Because if you do, there's skeletons down there. So that wouldn't be very fun, would it? No, it would not be fun. Not fun at all. In fact, I did have a player die on this exact bridge once. Yeah. Never mind. So that's that. Back to our overview. So I'm planning at the moment for a number of different campaigns all at the same time. So the easiest thing to do is just to world build generally across everything, across the whole world, and kind of spiral around and let people go where they want to go and just develop the game just ahead of each group. And encourage them to go to many of the same places, but not at the same time. So that's kind of my plan overall. Otherwise they meet each other and then it affects timelines and stuff like that. So yeah, try and avoid that. Yeah, so where else are we at? Oh, this one here, this is for my wife. Blahai Island, yes, and it has sharks. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, and it is in fact a place on the Vaingate on the Sidariel map. There is actually a reference to it, but it is her island. So there you go. A tribute to her. Here is the throne of the Raven Queen. I don't know how good this is, but I think it's alright. considering all things. There's a throne, and it's on a dais. There's some stairs, there's some chains that are attached to pillars next to and in front of the throne itself. Behind the throne, maybe you can see, maybe you can't, but there is in fact a series of archways up against the wall. And at the front there are some pillars lined up here. This particular pillar has the bones of a skeleton from a dragon underneath the pillar. So I don't know, you take your guess as to what happened here. But anyway, the players are going to turn up here at some point in the next few weeks from the Vaingate Chronicles and possibly meet the Raven Queen. So yeah, fun and exciting times. Now, what other excitement can I pull out of my ass for you? What do we got here? This one here, this is the exterior of a tomb. That's some players. Hey, there's Feral Artificer. How you doing? So yeah, I'm just talking through my business, talking through it all, outlining the things. So yeah, how you doing, Feral? If I can call you that. I don't know what to call you. You've got so many names. So many names. So yeah, you've probably noticed I spent a lot of time working on the old Forbidden District today. Yes, this one. And as I was just saying a minute ago, we add some new details, like there's a pillar, and there's some shit underneath the mud there, and there's like a sphinx on the medium strip barrier. I don't know, what do they call that? Is that what? I don't imagine the Romans call it a medium strip barrier, but probably did have the prefix Medi or Medi or something. Who knows? Oh no! What do we have here? Oh no! Don't look at that. Definitely don't look there. Yes. So what else can I say about this? Well, I was thinking about doing a map for the Sufferance. It's not the most useful map, but it's one that I kind of want to do. In New Orleans, we called it Neutral Grounds. Right. Excellent. Excellent. Do you have any ideas, Feral Artificer, for a map that I should do? Because I'm thinking of starting a new one from scratch, and that would be fun. No, not yet. Well, that's what I started working on. I did not finish. Yes. Funnily enough, this one that I did not finish is the one that Milford Brixton died in. So, long story. What else we got? Fun things to do. Well, I think I must have shown you the undermarket ones. Do I want to do the Sufferance? Drazale's house. Ooh, that could be hard. Multi-levels. Ooh. That sounds hard. So the thing about ruins and stuff is that they're very rough and you can afford to fuck them up. But things about Drazale's house is it has to be in order and everything has to be really clean and tidy. And that might be a level of difficulty that am I ready for that? Am I ready to do that? I mean, these ones, they look cool, but I mean, really, you just chuck shit on them and they look good by themselves. It's not that hard. Or you're just going for a concept. Drazale's house. Okay, let's have a go. Alright, so we're going to start with I've decided I'm going to try a square one, because I'm finding that when I go into Roll20 with them, and the thing is, I come from a filmmaking background, and in film, obviously, you want everything to be cinema-shaped. You want it to be 16:9, because it just fucking looks better. Everything looks better in 16:9. But I must admit, I have kind of come to the conclusion, after some playing in Roll20 and other VTTs, that square maps might be better. because players can go in any direction, and making it widescreen doesn't necessarily make the map bigger. It feels bigger while you're drawing it, but it's not actually bigger. It just has a different dimension. Maps are useful because they force you to think about layout, which can help with world building because it forces you to cement your ideas. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's what I mean. I've been getting a lot of inspiration out of doing this stuff. So yeah. So we were supposed to be playing Vampire tonight, but massive coup of players all went no. So I'm doing maps. Fine. Fine by me. I'm doing maps. I've got things to do. I have people to talk to. I've got friends. Yep. Yes, I do. I totally do. Yep. Okay, so this is my beginning processes. Oh, I have to paint the background. So you're about to see how to use Inkarnate. So once we've done the background, okay, so the next thing, normally I would just put cracks and shit all over that, but you see, you've asked me to do something very specific now. Okay, well, do I... What am I looking for here? I'm going to fuck around a little bit and try some different approaches to this and see which approach seems to be the easiest to deal with. This might take more than one attempt, but I'm going to try it. What do I need? I need some houses. Not those ones. That's actually kind of cool, but it is actually quite cool. But no. Neither of these are the ones I want. We'll click on Inkarnate and get the bigger library. Okay, those are all bad. Now this one, funnily enough, has balconies and things, and I'm not doing an isometric one because it's too limiting. Because apparently it seems that my best skills are sort of shaping stuff with light and shadows, I think. Even though some of these are really cool, but not really my thing. They're a bit too... The thing about these is you can paint over them, but you can't really paint over the isometric ones because they don't blend into anything. You have to paint the whole map. You can always rough something out and periodically come back to it. Look, as your skills improved. I should show you some of the early stuff I made compared to my more... You're right, exactly. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is, I've kind of got a process as an artist, having been an artist at least in the film industry, and coming to this whole thing, I've kind of do have a process. I just am learning new skills, so that's fine. Yeah, these ones are okay-ish, but they're not very detailed. I'm thinking I'm going to fuck around with one of these ones. But that being said, it's really just going to be one level. So I guess I suppose I could do like 3 maps on the same map. But you know what? Am I going to be brave? Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to be brave. Fuck all that. We're going to try this from scratch. From scratch, I say. Yes, okay, so we're going to need a texture. So, what are we going to put on the ground? I guess we need some sort of... I know where the road's going to be. Okay, so I need a Vein Gate cobblestone road. Looks like it might work. What's the opacity? It's good. Okay, we're going to use that. We're going to put the road down the side. Joof. Fill it. Apply. Cool. Alright, so there's the road. Now, we need a bit of a wall. Okay, so wall. Probably the stone one that I normally use will work. Okay, so I'm going to put this down to... Actually, you know, we might put another road up there. We might have to scale the whole thing down a bit. Is that... Yeah, it's probably thick enough. Let me check something. Is this going to snap to grid? Yeah, let's have a look at the grid. Okay. Snap to grid. Cool. Apply. Okay. Now, really, should I be doing the wall or the floor first? Okay, let's put the other roads in, I think. Hello, hello. Who's that? Welcome, Nerdy Sakura. Greetings and salutations. That's what I say. Well, hello there. It appears that your guards are far better than others. I somehow unable to sneak past them. I would very rarely fail at that, so I'm not sure what sorcery you have at play. I'm not sure either, but I hope... have we met? You seem familiar. New introduction. I don't know. I'm still catching up with these things. Still figuring it out. I'm just chatting away to Feral Artificer here while we draw a map of an NPC's house right now for our D&D campaign. Various D&D campaigns. Now, what do we got? We need that back again. And we're going to apply that over there. Yes. Now, we need to put another road. A bit more roady business down here. I suppose we could do it from the point of view of going into the building, because that's how everyone experiences this house. Well met, indeed. Okay, so that's all the roads, although that road is not as big. That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't need to be a huge road. Maybe I should look at it differently. Maybe I should come in from that side. Let me think about that. I think I'll confuse myself if I try doing shit like that. Okay, let's put in other major walls. The outer walls. Boof. See, outer walls. There we go. Apply. And I mean, I could have probably just made a box and made it one thing thick, but that's okay. That works. That's fine. Alright, so in my mind, this area up here is the balcony. This is going to be the house, and there's going to be a couple of levels, but that's going to be hard to figure out. So should I do the floor first? Stairs. Gonna need stairs. Definitely gonna need stairs. Let's do the floor first. Floor. It's got to be stone because he's a dwarf, right? So it's my first time in town. I normally come into chat saying their guards are as bad as my rogue. Has a plus 14 to stealth and can't roll below 10. But since you have follower only, I adjust my message. No worries. Thanks for coming and hanging out, Nerdy Sakura. Whereabouts are you based? Are you in America, or are you in New Zealand with us, or are you somewhere else? Working on a verbal description of one of your characters has my DM is getting us a team portrait drawn. Nice. Just realized my character's reference photo has a single earring on her right ear. Now I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. You're in the US and it's 2 a.m. Well, normally I would be just starting my Vampire the Masquerade stream, but my players, they decided to have a big coup this evening, and they're not. No, one of them's sick. I don't know what's going on. There's just too many things going on, and I just called it off and said I'm going to do maps. So that's fine. Yeah, 2 a.m. You are up late. Not to say that I am not frequently up at 2 a.m. I am, but the time here is 7 p.m. 7:12. Okay, so I need a floor for Drazael's house. Now, Drazael is a dwarven gangster, essentially. He's a crime boss, a crime kingpin in the city of Vane Gate. So, did Barry confuse Coo with Chicken Coop? Well, Barry was like the only one that was in, actually. So, I don't know. Yeah. Give me a good texture. Maybe... I think it would be fancier than that. We need some fancy. I'm going to turn these up so I can see them. And make sure we're on Inkarnate. Yep. Okay. Aha, I know what the problem is. Tiles. Quite like that one. So that's the thing, is building NPCs' houses that they live in. I mean, it's all very nice. I like these cracked tiles. That's the stuff I want to use, right? But everything in good time. Everything has a place. Okay, I'm gonna try this because I just like the look of it. Might be a bit too freaking magical and arcane. I'm gonna make it a favorite anyway. Okay, so we're gonna put a box, and I think maybe the house, because the balcony's split level too. So try this. Interesting. Well, I guess we're going to see. Okay, so it's a bit too massive, so I'm going to take the size down and do it again. Whoop. So how'd you find us, Nerdy Sakura? You're just browsing Twitch and went, who are these nerds? That's too small. That might be alright. Looking for anyone who wasn't playing D&D but doing something else. Hilarious. Why? You don't like watching D&D? You don't like watching people play D&D? Which is understandable, to be fair. You know, it can be quite tedious watching other people play D&D. It's, you know, seeing as I guess I can afford to make the floor, I can afford to put that all in. Being overly cautious, there's nothing to lose. Nothing to lose! Boof. Okay, so that's the main floor. So, gonna block out this into rooms shortly, and I'll put some doors in when I get a moment, but I'll put the walls in first. Put the main walls in. This needs to be that. Yes, it is. Good. Boof. And put this wall in here. Boof. Okay. I think I know there's a hallway, actually. There's a hallway that goes down here. And that would be, is it too wide? If that's 15 feet. It's not that, but when people play it, often gotta ignore chat. I often have to do so. Tonight one of our players got turned into soup. Oh no! Oh no! That's not good. Oh dear. That is not a good look. Player soup. Now I have kitchens are going to be over here. So I might just do that whole area. And seeing as we're doing that, we might as well knock that off. It just seems to be obvious. Then we can chop that off, and that can be the larder. I don't know. What rooms do we need in houses? This is just the ground floor. Not even, actually, it's not the ground floor. This is the mid floor, because this house is on a slope and it sticks into the ground like that, sort of. So, let's have a look, see if we can find some doors just for fun. Doors might be amusing. Doors. I know there are some good doors. I have been through this library a few times now. A few hundred times now. Yes. Heavy doors, big doors, that's not a bad door. That's kind of what I had in mind, was one of those doors. Metal doors. Ooh, little... What? Oh, it's got steps. Nice. I mean, it's not a great image by itself, but once you draw on it... So we're going to have to put a little statue of Moradin over here in a moment. Oh, come on, grab the thing. Oh, you know what? I've already fucked this up. I'm such a genius. Such a genius. That's alright. I can figure this out. I'm so stupid. Wow. Okay. You're all wondering, what have I done? Armory, servants' quarters, storage, etc. Yes. What I haven't got is the front gate, and then a couple of feet from the wall to the front of the building. I just got the road. Don't like that. I mean, I suppose that could be after the gate, but why would you do that? Doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's rethink this. We might start over. It's not too bad. Not too far into it. Okay, so yes. All right. Grab that. Apply that. Do that. We'll just do that. Boof. Okay, cool. All right. Starting over. Starting from scratch. Actually, in some ways, this is better because now I can. In many ways, this is better. We can do this. So I'm going to call that like the plot of land, essentially. And then on the plot of land, okay. Let's What's the ground in Veingate look like? Doesn't really matter. I'm going to cover it over anyway. Just want to give myself a reference, so I'm going to use that one and apply that. Okay, that's the base level. Looks like concrete, but I don't. Oh, actually, the Romans did have concrete, so it could be concrete. It could be magical concrete for all we know. Okay, cool. So we have concrete base. Now we have the outer wall. The outer wall. Right, so that's made out of this stuff. It's going to be rectangular, square. Now this time we're not going to fuck this up. We're going to put that like so, but I'm going to do this. So that will automatically put a wall all the way around it. Like so. Haha. Right, so the gate's going to be down here. There's going to be a little gatehouse and a little bit of a garden. You see? That's the plan. Your character, Milvia, the tiefling with 6 strength, is currently carrying her tiefling girlfriend monk out of the dungeon. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. That's not cool. Oh, that is in fact tragic, so I feel for you. Shocking. Who is responsible? Stay awake. Stay awake. You're on a ad break, so can't hear you for a little while. Alright, so... Okay. Basics. So there's an entrance to this... There's a little underground under this top floor, because this is all slope, you see. Think about this. The house. Well, we might just do the thing. If we call these 5-foot squares, it's a bit thick, but that's alright. Approximately. This here, this could be the guardhouse. I guess it should be square. Okay, boof. Oh, probably should give it the right texture, shouldn't we? Boof. Okay. Cool. You can hear again. Woot woot. Woot woot woot. Okay. Cool bananas. Alright, so next thing's next. So there's going to be a gate here. This is going to be a garden. There's going to be... Ooh, I kind of like that idea, actually. I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius. You are a fucking genius. Not really. But anyway. Okay, so we're going to go like so. And do a little box. Do a little dance. Do I want it to stick out like that? It doesn't get any... Ooh, it does. What the fuck? No, it doesn't. It doesn't get any skinnier than that. It's going to have this bit jutting out. But I actually kind of like that. It's kind of cool. Let's see. See what I mean? Do you see that? Do you see that? No, it's a bit too... Could be... I mean, to be fair, that is the house. Maybe having a nice big thick wall on the actual house is not a bad idea. Yes, okay, I'm going to go with that. Going with that. Alright, so now... And it seems like as long as I use this tool, I'll get the same results too. Poof, so that's going to end up being the hallway. And that will be the kitchen, etc. Guess I have to keep that there. Boof. Ah, interesting, it didn't do the double wall on that side. Curious. That's okay. That's the side where the horse entrance is, where the wagons are. Right underneath that is a kind of a room where you can bring in a wagon off the street, on this sloping street. Yeah, so that's where the door's going to be. There's the hallway that goes through the balcony. The balcony is going to take up that half. I'm going to have arches and pillars and shit out here. I should like to get that balcony shape figured out. I don't want it to be a sort of boring looking thing. The whole idea is that it should be tiered. At least 2 tiers. Maybe we should put in this side first. Oh dear, what's going on? Do you have any of my brothers or sisters in your part rogue players, is what I mean? Oh yes we do. Tomorrow night we have a half-elf barbarian rogue swashbuckler, yes indeed. And yesterday we had a rogue with a flying carpet who... That was fucking hilarious. So the rogue, they're in the arena. They're in the arena in Vaingate, and they're fighting the Red Fangs of Shargas, who have been basically harassing them for months. The players have gone around and taken out 3 Red Fang camps around the city. The Red Fangs are basically spies, and they're orcs. They're Red Fang orcs. They ride giant bats. They've got painted red tusks. They kidnap people. They do, intelligence gathering, stuff like that. They're bad motherfuckers. And anyway, the players have decided that over a period of time, they've killed off 3 different camps that were secretly hiding out in the woods, spying on the city, using their giant bats to fly in and kidnap people and do stuff. So they figured that out. And long story short, the Red Fangs challenged them to combat in the arena. And it doesn't help that one of the players, Murag, Sean plays Murag, he's an Orcan barbarian, and he is the child of, well, the close relative, of a rebel leader by the name of KIRKBY Mingal. And KIRKBY Mingal is an Orcan rebel leader. And so the Orcan Empire already don't like KIRKBY Mingal, and now they don't like Murag because he's related to her. So as far as they're concerned, he is a traitor. They call him the runt of KIRKBY Mingal, which he doesn't like very much, and that's reasonable. So this is starting to look like a house. Long story short, I'm just building a guardhouse because I'm going to talk while I'm doing stuff, and I can't multitask. You'd think I could being a DM, but nope. And I'm going with that double thick wall over there because I've justified it now. Yeah, so Riand is his name. There was a bard, there was a rogue named Riand. We actually have a song about Riand. He's done a number of funny things. So yeah, he's got a flying carpet. Long story short, in the arena, he sends the carpet. Wait, go back. He's on the carpet. He's holding the flag. It's capture the flag. He's got the blue flag. The enemy, one of the Red Fangs, is on a giant bat holding the blue flag. He's okay. So Riand is 25 feet in the air on his carpet. The Red Fang is on their bat, jumps off their bat, lands on his carpet, and tries to squash him, basically. Doesn't quite squash him. So Riand, he puts down, for some point he put the flag down on the magic carpet, on the flying carpet. Then he jumps off the flying carpet onto the Red Fang's now vacant bat and commands the carpet to fly 80 feet in the air, which it does. Woof! With the Red Fang, his flag, and the Red Fang's flag. So now he's lost the flag and he's sent the carpet up 80 feet in the air. Now, good news is that Red Fang is now kind of somewhat isolated, 80 feet in the air. Bad news is that the magic carpet's range of being commanded is only 30 feet. It can fly at 80 feet per turn, but you can only command it if you're within 30 feet of you. So he sent it 80 feet in the air. And it wasn't until about 2 rounds later where he goes, Russell, we might have to talk about this. And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? He's like, well, yeah, this is the range on the thing and the thing. And I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, he sent the fucking carpet out of range so he no longer could retrieve it. So there's this fucking red fang on the carpet along with the flags in the middle of this combat. So that's pretty much the story. It's a bit more complicated than that, but it was freaking hilarious. We nearly died laughing at the time. Okay, now, looks to me like I have 2 different textures here, which I don't like, but I'm not going to do anything about it, at least not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, I have to figure out a solution for this business, for this balcony stuff. I kind of wanted there to be a bit of a... Oh, you know what? That can be the... Yeah, that works. That works. That could work. What the hell is that? Do I have a texture? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Stop doing that, god damn it. Alright. Do I want to apply that? Do I want to? I want it to be wider. I think that's too much. I think that's too much. Good. Okay, cool. So, that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. You currently play 4 rogues, 1 in Pathfinder and 3 and 5th edition. Well, crikey dick, that's a lot of rogues. Are they quite different to one another, I assume? You have different rogues, or are they all the same rogue? You know, different variations on a theme. Or even not, just exact clones. Who knows? That could be fun, you know, trying out. Could be for comparison. I don't know. I don't know what kind of weird shit people get up to. Nope. No, I don't. Do doors or stairs? Maybe stairs first. Okay. Well, these are my favorite stairs generally, and they look the nicest, so I'm going to go with those. And they have options. A number of options. And we need some stairs that go down to the lower tier over here. We're going to need some interior stairs. Now, I always felt that this room had some stairs in it that went up about... Ooh. That's the thing. I'm thinking here. Feels like it's backwards. Okay, the personalities are vastly different. Okay, personality, yes. Name, different. As of right now, they are all the same subclass. They're all arcane trickster rogues, the best trickster rogues, the best rogues. The Pathfinder one is a Kitsune tiefling who starts the campaign looking like a regular human, believing they are just a human. That's the thing. If you believe you're just a human, you're never going to be just a human. Okay, how big do we want these? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet long stairs? How far is that? I mean, this room is like 10 feet wide. It's about 10 feet. 20 feet's way too big. Okay, bring it down to about there. 15 feet. Don't want to go shorter than that. Yeah, that's actually more reasonable, weirdly enough. And we get a sense of the scale of this place now. We might go bigger here though. Where's my snapping, edges snapping business? Okay. This place is huge, and it should be, I guess. It is a mansion. It is supposed to be a mansion. Very excited to play her. Shouldn't you find out about her heritage as she gets emotional? Haha. Whereabouts in the States are you? Out of curiosity, if I may ask. Now, where'd my doors go? Those are the stairs upstairs. We're going to need a lot more stairs, but I haven't figured out where the other stairs are going to go yet. I'm going to put some more in, I think, just temporarily. Put some over here. These theoretically go down the stairs, down the stairs, down the stairs to the room I was telling you about over here. But I might enclose them. We may, in fact, enclose those stairs. You know what? We can do that with this tool. Oh, hello! Welcome! Greetings and salutations. Who do we have here? We're just doing the old mapping at the moment. And my voice seems to be dying, so I'll try and talk to you. I'm certainly trying. In a place called Tornado... I have heard of Tornado Alley. Lucky you. Now, that raises a question. Why would you build a house in a place called Tornado Alley? But then, I mean, I live on an island in New Zealand. There's a couple of islands full of volcanoes. So, you know, what were we thinking? I can't explain that either. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah, okay. So I've got an idea, but I haven't executed it. Let's do this way. Wait a minute. If the thing is downstairs, you don't want to walk. Do you want to walk that way down? That's going to lead you over here. That's too big. We need these stairs to be over here somewhere. Maybe even... No, it needs to be here. Maybe here. I think this is good. So, yeah, well, we kind of didn't build a house. We live in a trailer. Okay, fair enough. Your home can go mobile. Fair enough. That is a plan. That is a good plan. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I must say, living in a trailer must be fucking scary with tornadoes running around, man. That you could get picked up. That must be quite intense. Sometimes. I imagine. I don't know. Okay, so more walls. Okay, here we go. Oh, we haven't been yeeted yet. No, not yet. Awesome. That's good news, right? Okay, apply. And apply. Poof. I made a decision and I executed it. Wow. Look at that. I am decisive. Okay, so this little passage goes down there. I feel that we could easily have another one of these little walls here, actually. I think that would be quite nice. Quite nice, yes. Yes. Okay. I mean, actually, I wonder. I quite like the idea of that being 3 tiers now. Maybe this could be a much smaller space over here. I mean, after all, it's a fucking huge fucking house, so why not? Why not? Why not? It's going to be a dinky little room over here like that. But it does need to be proper. It's got to be proper, right? It's got to be like all proper and such. Yeah. Millmore Glass often says, if you're going to build a house, then you should do it properly. Because if you don't do it properly, you'll end up like Rand. You just learned a fun fact. In the 13th century, the church forbade ear piercings, leading to rebellious thieves and underclassmen wearing them. Indeed. Like pirates. Dirty old pirates. Okay, this is starting to shape up in a way that I like. Yes. Okay, so here's my plan. In order to make these floors look like they're lower down, I'm going to change the size of the stonage. Yes. So the big stones up here will remain as they are. The ones down here, however, will be slightly smaller, and they will need to be tiered in 3 sizes. That is going to get quite complicated quite fast, but I hope that it is worth the effort in the long run. Should I put those steps in yet? No, not yet. Where are my stairs gone? Here we go. Put these ones in here. Turn that around. Resize that shit. Oops. I have to get rid of you. Those are pretty big stairs, actually, considering the size of this place. You have to I mean, it's 5 foot square. You then know that's way too big. Way too big. Way too big. In fact, I'm starting to think that whole space is too big. Crikey. 5, 10, 15, 20. There's a 20-foot wide guardhouse. Shite. Okay. I might have to think about this a bit harder. She wasn't a true neutral. She did it because she saw a cute girl. That first session, managed to save like 8 to 10 NPCs that my DM fully planned to drown via a sinking island. Oh no. The old sinking island trick. That is not fun. I have a tabaxi in one of my campaigns, or as some people like to say, a tabaxi, or tabaxi. But it is in fact a South American word and is apparently correctly pronounced tabaxi. So thusly, that's what I say. Any case, Storm, Hurricane Storm, the tabaxi tiger ranger, hunter ranger. Yeah, he came from a volcanic island, and session 1, it blew up, and he had to run away, run away. So he is in fact the very last and only tabaxi in my whole campaign setting, because I like to get my players to play kind of standard races and what have you. The theory is that players hide behind masks. Now you see, my background's in acting, and so as an actor, my objective is to get you motherfuckers to roleplay. And role-playing is easier done when one is not hiding behind a mask. One is pretending to be a cat person. One can just go, you know, it's a bit... You can fake it too much. When you're playing a person, like a person that has a face and stuff, you can kind of pretty much map all your features and emotions to it. If you're playing a character that has like fur and stuff and is an animal, you're kind of yeah. Speaking of characters that hide behind masks, what are you referring to, Feralti? Are you trying to say that I hide behind masks because my NPCs have masks? That's ridiculous. What a ridiculous thing to say. As if I would hide behind masks. Jesus. But yeah, okay, fair point. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're just going to be huge stairs. Fuck it. Fuck it. Alternatively, I could look for some other stairs. they're all right for now. They're all right for now. Do I want spiral stairs in there? No, stop overthinking this. Okay, okay. Oh, you're talking about Sawnal. Ah. Yes, Mask of a Thousand Faces. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, okay. So that guard box. I suppose that could be the armory. Could serve double duty. Double duty. How big is this? 5'10". It's 20 feet wide, so it's about as big as my garden in real life. It's interesting that it doesn't size it to the squares, even though Snap to Grid is turned on. But I guess that's what happens when you use that funky tool. Funky tool. Okay, I might cut out some door spaces. Okay, so what's our indoor texture? We're going to use that. That one, that's too big. That's too... Is that? Let's have a quick look. Quick attempt just to see how big the texture is. Yeah, I guess that's about right. It's too blue, isn't it? It is too blue, right? Let's see whether we can fuck with the color. Anything here that we like? I mean, I'm thinking kind of, if anything, more kind of greeny, stony. Maybe something like that could work. I'm going off this texture. So, funny thing, the character who was plus 14 to stealth was also my character name Sakura, like my username. She was the one of the only one of her kind in my DM's world. She was homebrew race I had made with his approval from my world, who was teleported there. We did, though, manage to meet one of my kind in the whole campaign. Wow. Fucking excellent. Excellent, as they say in Timbuktu. So yeah, okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm looking for a texture for the floor. So looking at ground isn't going to help, is it? I need tiles. Tiles. What kind of tiles? And I suppose the kitchen should have different tiles too. So we need like 2 or 3 different tiles, I think. Actually, these mossy tiles might be quite good out here. I wonder, will they be too much? And also, they look too similar to the other ones. So there's that, but we can kind of fix that a little bit. A little bit, we can fix it, because we can do something along the lines of this. And go boof. And now they don't look the same at all. See, just like that. Just like I bought one. Alright, so that's the rock garden. Should have a Zen garden. Drizel has a Zen garden. That's fucking great. Okay. You should totally have a Zen garden. A Zen garden to Moradin. I don't know why I think that's so funny. I'm just laughing at my own jokes. It's hilarious. Okay. Alright, alright. Anything here that inspires me? Nothing really. I'm supposed to be looking at tiles, but I'm getting distracted, as I am wont to do. Okay. That's all trash. There's some fun rugs in here too we might pull out later. I'm just going to have a look at some of these house shapes for inspiration. Stairs on the outside. Cute chimneys. Yeah, okay. I suppose we do need a chimney actually. That's probably an important thing. Okay, okay. keep that in mind. Do we need a cave? I don't think we need a cave. Perhaps we need a skeleton. So yeah, how often do you play in your campaign, Nerdy Sakura? Is it a weekly thing, a monthly thing, a bi-weekly thing? Or are you as crazy as I used to be when I was in my 20s? I used to play every fucking day. And we used to run long games. Like 12 hours was not unheard of. In fact, that was kind of common. There was one year in particular, because I played with my girlfriend at the time. We lived together. And feral artificer knows Barry. Barry used to come over to my house. I would pick him up, bring him over, sort of 2 in the afternoon, and we'd play till midnight, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, sometimes 5 in the morning, and then I'd drive him home again, or he would just stay the night. And there was one Christmas, I recall, for about 3 months where we did this every day for like 3 months. Just ongoing. It was a Vampire the Masquerade game, and it was huge. It was pretty freaking epic. Yes, it was. But to be fair, they were really great players. I mean, the thing is, when you've got players that just role play, all they want to do is role play. They don't need a DM. Yeah. I mean, the best for me, the thing that was the best role playing is when I, as the DM, can sit back and I just blend into the shadows, and the characters, the players, have the room, and they're talking to each other in character, and they're on the brink of tears, and they're having these deep emotional conversations, and I just have to step back and become a completely unobtrusive and let it happen. And so part of the job, as I see it, is to be able to do that. It's not all about being in their faces and rawr, and roll for initiative and you know, that's all fun too, but that's the fireworks, which is fun. But on the other hand, serious role playing is where it's at. Like it is transformative. It will take you to another world. You can go there. If you think about it like this, right? You have 5 senses. Relatively speaking, some people will argue that we have more than 5 senses. Okay, we can sense electricity and possibly some other things too, heat and things like that, right? So, but we basically have 5 senses. In any case, it doesn't change the argument. The point is that when you're role-playing, you are handing over your senses to the DM or to the game master. So now you're kind of, as a person, cutting off your own senses to some degree as your imagination begins to fill in the world from the verbal input that the DM is giving you and from the other players. So you really, literally, as a singular entity, as a human, as a brain in a jar, you are now literally transported to another world. And you literally are someone else, because the only difference is, instead of receiving your input-output signals from your brain through your body, you're receiving that. You've rewired them to connect them through a different medium, which is verbal and body language and so on. So that's really wacky and out there, I know, yes, but you know, if you choose to believe it, it has much effect, young Padawan. That's just my opinion. Oh, I like this flat tower. I'm going to use that for something sometime, sooner or later. I like it because it is a blank canvas. What's the time? Okay. So, we try to do weekly. Our 5v1 Saturday and Sunday games are, a few of us stream it. Cool. Tuesday game is weekly, of course, if enough players show. Pathfinder game is whenever they tell me. You're a huge role player? I want to do a campaign that starts at level 0. Yep. Well, you see, if you're really into role playing, you will find that D&D is not the best game for role-playing. Like, really into it. Because, you know, the thing is, characters, I don't know, leveling up. The thing is, drama is conflict. Conflict is drama. And so, are you role-playing or are you having a power trip? See, these are two different things. So, you have to consider that. Or not. I'm not telling you how to have your fun, man. That's why I have high charisma, right? Excellent. Excellent. And also, my brain is in two places at once. So anything I say, you cannot hold against me because I'm talking complete shite. Oh, a fireplace, eh? Look at that, a fireplace. We might just steal that while we're here. I'm going to need a few of those. I'll put this one here for now. And we can always copy and paste it around the place later if we find one, or if we find a better one. If we need one, or if we find a better one. Still haven't found any doors, have I? I was looking for textures. The more I'm just starting to think that this floor is fine. Textures. You still with us, Feral Artificer? Or have you left the room? Yes, textures. So is anybody else with us here? So we've got 5 viewers. There's only one person talking. Oh, there's Feral Artificer. Excellent. Yeah, so if you are here, feel free to chime in and say something. You don't have to hang out there lurking like fucking creeps. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. It's Twitch. I understand. I know how this works. I do it myself. But yeah, either that or you know, like and subscribe and the doobly do business. Do that stuff. Yes. We have a YouTube channel. Just go and check that out. There's some funky things over there, including archives of our very many games that we've played, several hundred hours, if not 1,000 hours, of various campaigns and one-shots and Vampire the Masquerade and all sorts of other shit. Help me choose a fucking texture for Drizel's floor. Oh my god, what is it going to be? Now I'm looking at this blue one thinking that might be good. Is that what I need? Is that what I... I'll look at these. Wooden... No. Drizel is not a wooden floor man. He is a dwarf. Why would he have a wooden floor? That makes 0 sense. Absolutely none. What's that? That's rubbish. Hell floors, yeah. What's this? Also terrible, but I just wanted to look. See, sometimes I'm just looking at stuff because I'm thinking about other projects, and I'm still just sort of learning what's in this library. You know, it's good to know what's in the library. That's very important. There's sort of stuff there for Feral Artificer. So, does Feral Artificer mean Tabashi Artificer? Unless he has a major illusion. Right. I don't think that does mean that. Feral will probably explain. No, I once referred to my human artificer as a feral academic. Tiles. Black and white tiles. Nah. Ooh. These are a bit dwarf, aren't they? What do you think about that? Anyone have an opinion on these tiles? I'm going to try them out. Here we go. Put them in here like so. And apply them. They're a bit... It's all a bit busy though, isn't it? It's hard to see with all these tiles. That's what I find difficult. Maybe if I was to do something that would help differentiate it a little bit with a little bit more of juxtaposition by changing the saturation somewhat and bringing down the brightness and raising the contrast slightly. Let's see how that works. See, now it's black tiles. No. I mean, that's cool, but nobody has huge black tiles. My first character, Sir Henry Oxford, was given a pair of pink go-go boots called the Boots of Cat's Grace. He was a Tabashian. From that moment, they keep making a joke that I was an adult dancer. Well, that's it. The question is, from my point of view, is do you think it's funny? Because it's only funny if you think it's funny. That's the thing. When other people make jokes about your character, you know. So you thought it was funny. Okay, well in that case I can laugh. Otherwise I, have to be very polite, which I'm trying to be. But I'm not very good at it because I'm a bit, I'm a bit feral too, in my own way. I was born and raised in Papua New Guinea. There you go. And now I live in New Zealand, so I'm a right weirdo. And I've lived in America, lived in Los Angeles for 6 years, and I lived in China for 3 years. And now I live back in New Zealand with my wife, who is American. And she is getting her residency here at the moment. Okay, what are we going to do with this business? Let's change this. So a little bit blue is kind of nice, but a little bit brighter might work. Let's try that. Boof. Yeah, okay. I think the size is too big. Let's try this one. Okay. And then once you throw a rug on that, it's not going to be quite as busy, you know? Free art for your character with it, so it was worth it. Nice. Love that free art. Free art is fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to start with this texture, and look, if it's terrible and it doesn't work, we can change it later. You know, it's no big deal. No big deal. It's fixable. It's going to be fiddly, but it's fixable. Okay, so bring that up to there. Boof. I'm going to do the kitchen area in a different texture, but it is kind of open planish. Will be when I'm finished with it. So maybe we'll put some of that over there. Like, it's a bit much. Maybe to there. Boof. That's kind of not too bad. And then we can texture the inside there. Boof. Like so. Now, there's going to be a roof over this, but it's open. So I'm not sure how I'm going to make that work. But we'll figure it out. Oh dear, that was a terrible idea. That was a terrible, terrible idea. I should just do the door first. Yeah. Bring it out to there. Okay, cool. For some reason I've got a 15-foot wide set of stairs. Well, I mean, to be fair, this is the thing. These squares ultimately are just a kind of a loose guide because I'm not going to output the grid. I'm going to use the grid in Roll20. So I'm really just using the grid here for me to find edges and line things up, as a sort of visual reference, even though it clearly doesn't follow the grid all the time. And yes, snap is on. It's on. Look, it's there. It's right on. I don't know. Okay, well, what can I say? Okay, so we have a couple of... Oh, fuck. Okay, that's a problem. Guess we have to do that one too. To be fair, the thing is, it's got to look like it's the right size, and it does actually look the right size. So that was actually my priority. But now that looks the right size, these stairs look all wrong. So we're going to fix that. Make them a bit bigger. A bit bigger. Yes, like so. Those ones look alright. Those ones look alright. These ones still a bit small. Is that? Yeah, right. I'm okay with it. So, do I like those? That's all right. I need a well. The well, Moradin's well. Let's just type in well and see what we get. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. See? 3 wells. What do you call 3 holes in the ground? Well, well, well. So I want that well. Is there a better one? Well, that's the Inkarnate filter, so that's all of them. I guess that is the one. So we're going to put it here. And then we're going to put a little statue in it. And hopefully it doesn't look stupid. If it does, we might have to change things around a little bit. A deep subject? Yes, indeed. Deep. Deep. Deepness. All the deepness. Okay, statues. Oh my god, is that Moradin? Wow. Sadly, that was isometric. Man, they were all isometric. I didn't think about that. Fuck. No good. Bam. Fail. Okay. Can't have isometric statues in a non-isometric map. That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, still looking. What's a statue that's gonna look like Moradin, the god of the forge? And that one's got horns. It's definitely not Moradin. This one's sitting in Lotus Asana. That's not Moradin. The fuck? Really? These are all your statues? I mean, you'd think over the period of years that Inkarnate has been online that there would be more frickin' icons and art than this. This is lame. Really? Come on. You'd think they would come up with a few more. You know, shouldn't they be having updates with extra art every few weeks or something? I mean, maybe there's some enormous library of free art that you can, I mean, you can upload your own stuff, so that's cool, but you know what, I'm going to try something. Might not be the most popular move, but I'm going to try it because this is how you get around shit like this. Statue token for Inkarnate map. This is either going to go very badly or it's going to work fucking perfectly. I've seen it work. I've seen things like this work. See, that actually isn't terrible, although it's not the right angle. Not bad, but totally the wrong angle. Let's see if we get better results if we keep hitting it. Yep, still not overhead. Okay, we're really going to have to make this really clear to the AI. High angle, overhead, looking down on a statue of a dwarf god. Token for Inkarnate map. Well, yeah, fair enough. See, that is isometric, but you know what? that might work. It's a very funny statue of Moradin. I mean, he's looking up, which is funny, but download that one. Stick it on the desktop. So what's the weather like in Tornado Alley right now? Well, yeah, I prefer to support artists when I'm able to too, but right now I don't have any money to support artists and I need a token to make a fucking statue for a map. And it's only going to be this big. And it's not like I'm going to spend $100 paying an artist to do that. I will do it myself before I do that. This is literally just saving me time. So, I don't know. I mean, as you will. But to be fair, I think that if you're going to be an artist, and I have been an artist, not a drawing artist, not an illustrator, but I've been a filmmaker. A, it is a hard road, and B, you better be fucking good because it's a hard road. And these days you have to be as good as an AI, which actually is not that hard because AI is not that great. It really doesn't do certain things very specifically. It doesn't do hands and other things like that. And it certainly, most certainly, does not think for itself. And I mean, I just got a top 20% in a competition for a really average picture that I made using not Inkarnate. What is it called? Night Cafe. I'll show you. And the thing about it is, it wasn't the art that made it good. The art had nothing to do with it, or the technical part of it. What the AI did was just basically just reconstruct a picture. But what I did, which made it good, was I came up with an idea, and the idea made it something else. And this is it. That, my friends, is Andy Warhol. And Andy Warhol is famous for painting Campbell's soup cans, and he made this whole movement of art that was kind of against art, so to speak, anti-art, if you like. All very postmodern and self-reflexive, yada yada blah blah, lots of arty wank. But the thing about that, Andy Warhol, he painted these soup cans. Now the competition was to paint artists doing normal jobs. Well, this is my take on the idea that artists are being replaced by AI, but also the fact that I fucking hate Andy Warhol. Honestly, I think his art was shit. He didn't do anything clever. His technique was bad. Like, literally anybody could do what he did. He did nothing that was required anything technical at all. In fact, the only thing he did was make a statement. So I made a statement too, and this was my statement. And it reflects upon AI art, it reflects upon the state of artists, and it got top 20%. So, I don't know, people liked it. Anyway, Statue of Moradin. I'm gonna cause a riot, aren't I? It's dark and hot. That sucks. Dark and hot. So yeah, I also have to say that I do find it frustrating that we're in this weird fucking situation with AI, because if the companies that are making the AI had begun by paying artists to make the libraries for them to use to create the algorithms, to feed the algorithms and to train the algorithms, then we would be using art that was based on art that had been paid. We'd be making AI art from paid art. But they instead, they exploited the loophole in the law, which was there. There was a loophole in the law. Nobody had gone along and said everything on the internet needs to be copyrighted. Nobody said that. Nobody did that. And so, like, legally they're within their rights right now to do what the fuck they want. I mean, and the other aspect of it is if you're an artist, it's not as if you're pulling art out of your ass. Like, you got training somewhere too. You know, every time you look at a piece of art, you are remembering it, and then when you sit down to paint something, you're doing a thing. You got first place in art competition. All you did was take screenshots of the 3D used software to make what looked like a goblin. Called him a Goblin King. Haha, there you go. Yeah, well, but at least you had the idea to do it. And that's, honestly, art without ideas is just rubbish. That's my opinion. So, you know, if it doesn't have something behind it, then it's not worth a damn. Now, not everybody agrees with me, and I know that. So, you know, I know that I'm an opinionated, self-righteous, fucking arty-fartsy, wanky fuck. You know, I get it, but I also have this opinion, and it's not going to change. So, oh look, my camera's frozen. Look at that, remarkable. These pictures are not getting any better. So I think I've hit the end of the road for that. So we'll go back here and let's see if we can upload that picture. And if it looks completely stupid, probably will. I've never tried this before, so this will be interesting. That is a very strange picture of Moradin. It's a placeholder for now. Okay, what do we want to do? Preview scale. Bring it all the way down to like that. And opacity needs to stay up. And we'll save that step. Okay, cool. Now, go to me. Choose that. And using this will make your map unclonable. Excellent. That's the irony. Right there. Okay, so I guess it's bigger than my thingo. I suppose I put that... You know what? I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. I'm going to put this on top. And then we're going to go... No, that totally didn't work because I had the wrong thing selected. There we go. Whoop. Just like that. Now it's just a weird figure in a fucking well. Yeah. Well. Okay. So where are we at, guys? What do we need next? What do you think? Do we need doors? Is doors the next mission? I feel like there should be some kind of counter or something over here at least. Better do that, but it probably should be something that's not stone. Yes. Okay. Any use for that? Preferably marble. Could be a... This one could be a little bit worn because it's a kitchen. 16 times symmetry out because we're bored when you did it. Well, first attempt. I'm going to use what looks like a kitchen, ladies and gentlemen, for a dwarf. A dwarf kitchen. Simple. I don't want it to be too busy. Nobody wants to see crosses, cross hatches. Actually, that's funny enough. Got crosses on it, but it doesn't look bad. I did place high enough for a money prize, but not first on that one. Haha. Well done. Okay, apply that. And we'll put this one in here. Apply that. Okay. That could work. I might fuck around with where exactly the texture is later, because we can do that, but not ready for that yet. I want to see the house. More of the house. So the other downside to doing like people's houses, Feral Artificer, is despite the fact that this is cool, I will probably never get to use this. Certainly not soon. Whereas making maps and battle maps for characters to fight on is another thing. Although that being said, I can always now I can plan a scene where Drazael beats the crap out of you and his house. Back to the doors. Hello, hello. There's a 6th person lurking this evening. Welcome. We're drawing maps. This map is a map of an NPC's house. His name is Drazael. Drazael. And he's a dwarven gangster, that's right, and he talks like this. He's a bit of a cliche in that sense, but yeah, you know, he's got some interesting traits besides. Now, this was the door I think I selected. That's a nice door, isn't it? Snake molding doors. I wonder why it is called a snake molding door. I want big, heavy fucking doors though, because this is Drazael's house. Drazael has high security, and that's a vault. That's a bit far. We're not going down that road. Ooh. Okay. No. These are intriguing. These are a bit skeletal. Marble doors. Maybe for the vault. His vault could be marble. We should have archways. Yes. That's right. I was going to use that before, wasn't I? Now I'm thinking it's a bit too unclean. Is that nice? Let's go that one. That's what my intuition is telling me. I'm humming Superman. It's not interesting. Okay, there's a door, just like I bought one. Do I really want that door there? You know what, I don't actually want that door there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. What am I talking about? Of course I do. Alright, so now we've got the basic things. Those are the basic elements of this house kind of set up and in the library to be remembered. Okay, we're going to put a door over here. Just put it here. I guess I have to do that. Okay. And collect this, copy and paste it over here. Spin that around and zoom in a bit, and we shall resize. We can resize it. Ta-da! Just like that. There's a door. So, okay, what I'm really looking forward to is the shading part, but one doesn't want to shade things until one has the basic things already set up, you see. A what? Now, what do we have here? I'm liking that texture less and less, to be honest. I kind of liked it before when it was just plain. Maybe I should go back to that. Let's have a look. We can see if we can fuck with it. Let's take the saturation down, the brightness down, put the contrast up, and pop. See this? That actually looks like black marble. That's kind of cool. That's not bad. What do you think of that? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, which texture is the better texture? Yes. That's a terrible fireplace too. But anyway, basic things first. Basic things first, and that I don't like that very much either. Okay. No, we're gonna redo those. Redo the floors. And we might just use one setting for everything at this point. Start here. We really should have entrances. I knew I was forgetting something. You should be able to enter and exit rooms. Quite useful openings for doorways. Yes, very handy. Very, very handy. Otherwise, one is a little fucked. Haha. Alrighty. Alrighty. I like that a bit more. I'm sure somehow in the real world Drazael would probably have the tiles, but you know, the fancy brickwork. He's a dwarf, but Inkarnate's rendition of them is not inspiring, and thusly I feel that it cannot be utilized. That's my feeling. I'm going with it. Apply that there. Ooh, that's interesting. Why is it so light? I suppose we can just use this one for now. Okay. Put a door in here as well. Poof. Okay. Right. Well, getting to the point where we are starting to think about fun things like shading. But I shall save this, I think. Can't believe that I haven't saved it. Ooh, I can spell. Level 1. Ta-da! Okay, cool. So, now I'm going to save it as a clone. Call it 1B. Alright, cool. I feel that I should retexture that. Yeah, cool. And we need a gate. So for the gate, I'm going to throw on the big stone door, I think. The big stone door. Ooh. Those gates aren't bad either. But no, that's the one. Yeah, like the crypt door. The crypt door. I am gonna need coffee, I feel. I kind of like that door. I wonder whether I should just use that door for all his doors, because these doors are like some elf shit. And as much as I do like elves, this is Drasad's house. And he needs to have big fuck off doors that people cannot break into. Yeah, that's the shit. Maybe that, I mean, that's fine over there, you know, maybe on the inside of the house it's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is to make this a little bit more interesting. I'm trying to think what the simplest solution is. This is going to be the most furthest away because it's the lowest, and this is the next lowest, and then this is higher. So, oh no, it's not higher because it's the same level as there. Unless I put stairs in there, but you know what, I'm not going to do that because that sounds like a lot of work. So, it has to be higher, doesn't it? Has to be. Okay, we're going to put stairs in. Copy, paste. What is the best way to put stairs into here? You know what, I'm just going to put that like that for now to remind me for later to come up with a solution. For now, that would do. But it's not the final solution. There will be a better solution later. One should not dwell on these things. Okay, so we've got our basic texture and it's not terrible. So we're going to keep using that, but what we are going to do with it is we're going to make the texture itself a bit smaller. And then when we do this, it might become obvious. Right now, then when we open this again, we're going to make it a little bit bigger. Apply. And then apply. And then apply. And then apply. Okay, can you tell? I don't know if you can tell on your screens, but I can tell. I can tell that that has a smaller texture than that, and thusly appears to be slightly further away. Now, that's all well and good, but sadly the road doesn't do that. But I could make this, I could make that smaller. I could break that up into sections and do them in slightly smaller sections. Yeah, I mean, it's going to get really fucking complicated really fast if I do that. Alternatively, I can just use shading. That appears to be the highest. Let's turn the grid off for a minute. See what happens when we turn the grid off. Okay. Well, I've got an idea. I have another idea. That's not it. That's the wrong idea. The correct idea, I'm afraid, is to do something completely different. It's to take this and to find, you must find the thing that you need. Is that the thing that you need? Graveyard fences. Might work. Let's have a go. Oh, you know what? No, not railings. Railings are not a thing in Sidario. Maybe, but I don't know. We'll think about that. I was thinking more like kind of battlements. Maybe like crenellations. Oh, it doesn't help if you've got the thing selected to door. That does not help at all. Right, this type of stuff is what I'm talking about. Yes. This might make it a little bit more fucking obvious that what I'm up to is a thing. Now these are unfortunately the wrong way around, so we're gonna have to turn them around. Like so. And then we can place them to the outside. Do I want to resize that? Is that too big? Does it look stupid? Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, we're going to go little mini ones. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, copy, paste. I need to buy a quiet keyboard. Okay, here we go. Next. Wait a minute. Can't go that far. We've gone too far. You've gone too far. I'm going to line up on the back edges for now. Not quite sure why I'm doing that, but it's better to have a system than no system, right? And they can be at least conscious of it. You can be consistent. If you're not conscious of it, you cannot be consistent. Right, now we can go that, copy, paste, move those fuckers down there slightly, to there, right, not bad. Okay, now take one of those, copy, paste, spin them around, like so, and stick them in there. This is going to represent the edge of the house, if you know what I mean. You may or may not know what I mean, but we shall see. That's the wrong way. That's the right way. Yes. It's technically, I don't know if it is, but oh well. It would be that it doesn't fit. That would be right, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? That's alright. I'll fill that gap up with some shadow or some shit later. Okay. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Paste. Works. Okay. Okay. Of course. Of course. It doesn't. Okay, I probably should do it like that. That's what I did on the other side. Speaking of being consistent, right? Yeah, that's what I did there. Okay, it's not terrible. It could be worse. Oops, nearly. There we go. That'll do. Cool. Cool bananas. Right, now up here we're going to make them a little bigger. Because they're a little bigger. Because it's higher up, right? And it can stick out slightly to demonstrate the notion of perspective. Perspective. Copy, paste. Right. Which means that, there needs to be a line here. Maybe those need to be stepped. We're going to have to get into shading very soon, I think. Otherwise, confusion will abound. And I'm already getting confused. And I'm easily confused. Right, here we go. Oof, just like that. Spin that one around. Yes, yes. Okay, and in we go. I want to stick you under, like so. That is ugly as fuck. Can't win. I don't see that there's going to be a way to win that war. Except through shading, because it's your friend. You can shade away all your problems. Sounds shady, doesn't it? Very shady. Ah, you see what I did there? Do you see what I did there? I made a pun. Not a particularly funny one, but it was a pun. Okay. I'm going to need coffee, people. I am in need of coffee. I think we should have a coffee break. Don't run away if I have a coffee break though, because I've got 5 viewers. It's miraculous. Okay. So, starting to look like Drizel's house. What do you think, Mr. Artificer? What do you reckon? Do you have an opinion? Let's turn these snap lines on. Apply that there. Put that there. I think it's good. Well, it's coming along. It's starting to look like something. Might be handy for Veingate. Yeah, it could be. It could be handy for Veingate Chronicles. I mean, it'll come up. It'll come up. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've been doing Theatre of the Mind for Drizel's house for like 4 years now. So I've got an idea in my head of what it looks like. And it has occurred to me to do this house, but it hasn't been very high priority. But then I asked you and you said, yes, do that. So here we are. We're doing it. It's good to have it. It'll be useful to have. You know, once you've got it, you start to use it. Don't tell anyone, but there's certain situations where it could come in very handy. Like, you know, thievery attempts or assassinations or things like that, yes. Yes. And to be fair, I mean, it's basically just a mansion, so it could also be used for anything else as well. So, you know. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so we've got stairs up there. I need coffee. I need coffee. All right. Please hold the line. I'll be right back. I'm going to switch over to the be right back screen, so do not be alarmed, because I will be right back. Hello. Here I am. I'm back again. Just like that. Okay, let's get back into this. So, who's still here? Oh, we lost 2 people. That'll teach me for making coffee. What can you do? Can't win. Well, thank you, Avery. How you doing? Coffee is good. Oh. All right, back to work. Back to work. I'm thinking about switching which screen I'm using for which application. I'm going to drag this screen over here, and I'm going to drag that screen over there. Now I can I see better or worse? Where did you go? There you are. Okay, cool. All right. And I can pull this monitor a bit closer, I think. I don't have my glasses on. Do I need my glasses? Do I need my glasses? You know what? Fuck it. They might actually help. It's probably why I have a slight headache. Okay. Oh, look at that. I can see things. But everything's very reflective. Okay. Now, where are we? We are doing things. Ooh, right. Pillars. Pillars is what we need on the balcony. Pillars. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Pillars. I like pillars. Pillars are my favourite things. Probably not my favourite things, but you know, I think some good sturdy dwarven pillars might be in order here. We don't want those, you know, sort of weak, naff, girly fucking circular pillars. They need to be big square pillars, dwarven pillars of solidness. I think. Yeah, and if, once they start getting hexagonal and pentagonal and stuff, then you get into, it starts to get into sacred geometry, and then now next thing you know, you're doing arcane fucking stuff, you know. So no, they shall be simple, straightforward, and square. I do talk a lot of shit, if you haven't noticed, and that is, you know, more or less a good or bad thing, depending on where you sit on the subject. What do we think about it? No. No! That's awful. Why is it awful? It's awful because this whole thing's right there, and I'm trying to get it in front of the doors, but if I move them out, they're just going to be awkward. Maybe pillars isn't... wait a minute. Let's see. Let's try something else. Oops. So here. Copy, paste. Let's try something like this. These pillars hold up the roof. Right? That's the job. So, that's actually kind of cool. Suddenly, I have awesomeness. At least I think so. I don't know about you. And now I want pillars every fucking way, right? Because they're those pillars. Pillars. Let's try them in here. See what happens. So they're not equally spaced, but we're just trying them out. Calm your... you know what I'm going to say. Okay. Well, that doesn't quite work because there's the wrong number of things there. Wrong number of squares. But we can always turn snapping off. Let's do that. snapping. Snapping? Why you no worky, Snappy? Size, flip, blend, blur, shadow, custom, color, placement. What the? Why is there no snap? Am I looking at the wrong thing? What's going on? What's going on? Random flip. No, no, no. Oh, look, there's more pillars up there. Yeah, I don't want those pillars. Okay, well, you get the gist of it. You get the gist. Where's the snappy button? There it is. Here. Right, so that turns it off. Okay, so I want 2.5, 2.5 either side. Do I want it right there? Yeah, that's about right. It's about right. I mean, I'm having to use my judgment because the snapping is off, but it's only Inkarnate. It's not like I'm designing somebody's fucking house. You know, I mean, anyone's real house. Okay. Them's be some pillars. Might have to have more of those. Good thing is, now that we have spaced them correctly, we can just paste them anywhere. So we can put them over here now. Nope. Very much no. But they could go. Interesting. Interesting idea. That will turn them. And see what happens if we instigate this. Ah, no. No, 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 no. This could work. This might be fun. Let's have a look. What the fuck? Okay. But we need pillars outside. That's why. Yes. Yes. Of course we do. What else are pillars for if they're not for going outside? And holding up the roofs. And symbolizing our dwarfly manliness. For Drazael is indeed a manly dwarf with a slightly big ego and a bit of a small man syndrome. For he is a bad motherfucker, as they say. As they say. There's a tiny little wee AI Moradin. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. I'll put a door on there. Yes, there it is. I can see it now. I hate looking at this without shading on it. But I do want to differentiate these walls a bit more. Okay, I'm going to do that. We're going to do that next. That's the next project. That is the next project. Give me my rocks. Give me my rocks. Here they are. Okay. Now, because this is higher than the lower part, we're going to make the rocks a bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Or should I make those ones a little bit smaller? Actually, there's less things to do if I do it that way. So I might do it that way. Alright, let's do that. Knock that down. Zoom in a bit, like so. Snappity snap snaps. Where did you go? Yes, we need you. We need you now, Snappy. I think I've gone insane. It's happened at last. Oh, okay, see that's interesting. Now that I'm using this tool to make the wall, it can make it skinny. But I don't want it skinny, I want it thick. Alright, let's see how that looks. Right, now you will see if you observe carefully, that the stones at the top are in fact bigger because they are higher up than the stones down here, which doesn't make any fucking sense at all unless there are some stairs. What the fuck am I thinking? It's supposed to go to there. Oh dear. Alright, let's try again. But this is how you learn. Right, so it goes to there. I'll just line these up correctly. Thank you very much. Okay, okay. Keep your hair on. Right, that's it. That's it. Okay, now bring that one over to here. All the way to the edge. To there. Apply. Okay. Bring these ones. Oh, crappers. No, wrong. 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 Fail. Fail, Russell. Fail. You did the same mistake twice. What the hell? Okay, so that one goes to here. No, it doesn't. It goes to here? Yeah, just to there. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay, okay, cool. Alright, so now we bring the scale up for the next edge, but it's already at a decent scale. But the question is whether or not it remembers the correct scale, because I don't. If I get it from the library though, it should come at the correct scale. Oh, come on, where are you? Rock. I know it's under rock. There's the mossy rocks. Where's the other rocks? Are you looking in the right library? I think so. I think so. But there's no other rocks. What the heck? What the heck is going on? What's going on here? There they are. See, look, wall, stone wall, just like that. Okay, so presumably they are at the correct size. So that one, yes. Ta-da! Alright, now that means that everything below here, I should do that first so that let's do those sides. Now we need to make them bigger. Not too much bigger, because they will look fucking ridiculous otherwise. Fucking ridiculous. Alright, so that to there. Apply. Yes, correct. Do this bit first, just because. What is that? Okay, cool. Alright, that's fine. Apply. It's a bit wonky, but it doesn't actually, it's not really noticeable. Apply. Apply. Oh, wait a minute, that's not the right height. No, those ones are already correct. It's just the outside wall that needs to go up. Okay, oof. No, it's not 10. These are going to be resized. Actually, these walls don't have to go up because that one's fine. Yeah, because that's the outside anyway. Cool. All right. Sweet. Sweet. So, we do this side. That goes as far as there. And apply. All right. Well, that sort of gives the illusion of sort of different heights, I think, perhaps. Maybe. What would do more? What would do more for that is if it was, in fact, a pattern that was more recognizable. But nonetheless, those fucking pillars look weird now. Oh, come here. And one has to assume that the pillars, the square tops of the pillars, are not the size of the actual pillars. Whilst I was talking about how they need to be big, sturdy, butty, masculine, strong, dwarven pillars of power, one must have to admit that, despite that, they're probably round pillars underneath the base and the tops. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, man? Yes. Okay, so there must be some pillars. Let's have a look at this for a moment and observe. Fit to screen. What do we think? What are we thinking here, lads, ladies and gentlemen? What do we think? So there could be like deck chairs and sun lounges and such. And there needs to be a big fucking table out here, actually. There's a big stone table out here, which is where Drizel always sits. And what's his face? Jaeger always stands over here with his battle axe. At least that's how I picture it in my head. You go down the hallway, past the thingo. Maybe we could put a small guardhouse here. I'm not adverse to that idea. No, I'm not. I'm not adverse to it at all. It might be kind of cute, in fact. Ooh, let's think about that. We're going to have a door, though. I'm going to put that one on there. Resize you down to there. So how's everyone doing? Hey? Caffeine. Yes, that's what we need. Lookity look. What we probably need, really, is fucking music. I mean, I'm only going to be here for another 50 minutes. This week's been intense, yeah? What's been going on at your end? Besides, fighting the red fangs of Shargas in the arena, which we did yesterday. Might have to pull some furniture out. Is it going to be a table though, or is it going to be an altar? Really? You don't have the table? Oh, you got furniture. That's all you got is furniture. Come on. Do the thing. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. Okay, furniture, here we go. Alright. Well, we will need those things. Plus the manual labour. Ah, yes. Alright, your 4th D&D game this week today for yes and. Oh shit, how did that go? I didn't even know that happened. I am going to have to do one of those yes and charity streams. I mean, I was there when she conceived the idea, and I was really into it. And then every time it's come up, something has happened that has excluded me, which I don't feel was entirely my own fault. Maybe partly. But anyway, I do like streaming for charity. I think it is a worthy cause. It was fun. Warm-up game. Yeah, cool. Cool bananas. Now I need a big stone table. You know, manly. A manly stone table. I'm not seeing a manly stone table. The closest thing I'm finding is something like this, which is a marble altar, which actually I could repurpose by placing things on top of it in such a way that it does not look like an altar, but instead a large manly stone table. But, you know, preferably there is in fact a large manly stone table. What's this? That's a dwarven table. Look at that. But the thing about it is, it looks like a bedspread to me. All right, we'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try your dwarven table. We shall try your dwarven table and raise you a dwarven table. Where are we going to put you? I always typically thought of it as being kind of just outside past here, but that doesn't make sense now because of things. She could be over here. But then I have to move my pillars, god damn it. Turn the table around, I suppose. I'm turning the tables. Look at that, I turned the tables. Such pun. Looks like an X-Men belt and buckle, it does, right? I mean, is that a dwarven table? What's so fucking dwarven about that table that it's a dwarven table? Somebody's messaging me somewhere. Who is that? Who are you and what are you doing here? It feels like that is Maria's and Phil from the Frostmoor Crows. I think you've met some of the Frostmoor Crows, haven't you? Anyway, I just told them to get their asses over here, but they may or may not. I'm sure they've got things to do. But anyway, what are we doing? Dwarven tables. Let's see. Let us see. Telling them that I'm drawing a map of Drazale's. Stuck on dwarven tables. Okay. Well, I suppose the first thing I could do is I could make it smaller. That would probably help. Then we can kind of fit it here. Why is this so wrong? Why does it feel wrong? Try moving this pillar over here. Put you here. Kind of maybe. Well, maybe we go in that way and come out there, and that puts it over there. I'm trying to reconcile my theatre of the mind conception of this house with the way the map is going. You know, it's not always going to fit, and that's fine, and I may have to adjust my internal navigation, but there needs to be a shrine to Moradin in here too, actually. Not just a well. These pillars are too big. That might be the problem. That could well just be the problem. The pillars are just too fucking big. Yep. Look at that. So much for huge manly pillars, eh? Sometimes, Drizael, I know that you want big pillars, mate, but... And I know you can afford them, but they're just not practical, son. They're just not fucking practical. Alright, there we go. That kind of works a bit better. Now we can have the table approximately kind of how I imagined it. To be fair, I think that if I was to scale it all back to 5-foot squares, that would work better, because then it could be much smaller. But then the fucking chairs, the stairs and doors will be way too big. But that's fixable. That is fixable. Let's see what happens if we do that. We can easily do that one. No problem. Just like I bought one. Okay. Maybe I should put pillars in there too. I should resize these ones. That's about right. Yep. Okay. Alright, not terrible. Okay. Oh, what the actual fuck? Ah, I see what the problem is. I see what the problem is. So this is where snapping doesn't help. Okay, so we need to poof that. I'm going to take the arrow and select, make a group, and symmetry. Everyone loves symmetry. Look at that. Okay, that's better. Now, we have to do something about that one. I think we can probably copy and paste it and do the same thing momentarily. look at that dirty bit of tiling there. That's not on. How'd you get in there? Is that the right tiles? I think so. Yep, cool. Alright. Okay. That's a bit more like it. I like that more. I still don't really like that door. So we're going to go with these doors everywhere now. Oh, that's right. There's supposed to be archways down this hallway. That's what's going on. Yes. Space a bit there. I could bring that whole business forward a few steps. Make this hallway a bit longer. Oops. Put that there. Yep. Okay. And we need the old medium-sized stones. There. And there. Cool. And now we can eliminate that shit. In fact, you know what? Let's just do a little thing like this. This is kind of cool. Yes. The foundations are solid. Maybe I should do the same thing here. See what it looks like. Well, then that leaves me to do this then, doesn't it? And that's the obvious solution. Should I need to do that. Yeah, I do. Okay. Cut that out as well. Oof, wrong texture. Is that the right one? I hope so. Apply. Yep. Okay, so these pillars are too big now. Oh, why would I only grab two of them? That's weird. Okay. But that's okay, because it kind of does something better. Oh, look at that. There's an extra pillar. Weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11! That's not divisible! Ah! Ah! Okay. I think... Well, I can't have a pillar in front of the door anyway. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's try spacing them. Like so. It kind of works for now. That makes me want to take that one out. Yes, that does make sense. We have one there. Now we have a fairly decent space inside. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Starting to do a thing. Now, archways. Sadly, there's not a lot of really great choices for archways, but that might be alright. That's okay. We'll have to recolor them. Once we got gates. Yeah, nah. There's they say in New Zealand? Yeah, nah. Where's the old thing gone? A couple of dozen for. Okay. Gates and arches. Gates and arches. Gates and arches. Well, I know there's some somewhere. It's just a matter of knowing what tags to search from. So there's some. Do they look like dwarven arches? And they're not really. They're a bit isometric. Need overhead archways. Thank you very much. I know there's some. I just can't remember what they're called. I think considering that this is a subscription program, they really should update it a little bit more often than they do. But them's the breaks. It's free for me, so I should not complain. I shall not complain, he says, after having a good whinge. What are these things? No, well, that's, yeah, but see, these are catacomb archways, and they're covered in skulls, which doesn't really seem to be very appropriate for Moradin and Drizael and such like. These ones might be okay if I was to fuck with the saturation and the colour business. Maybe I might grab one. I guess that's the one. That's the only one. It's the only one that's even close. Is it even going to work? Who knows? Alright, let's fuck with the colour first. We're going to see what hues we can achieve. Yeah, maybe that kind of slightly pink hue is better than the green. And then we'll take the saturation out and make it kind of black and white. Brighten it up a little bit so it can be seen, and then sharpen the contrast. Cool. Alright, now I'm going to turn you around. It looks like it's made of metal, actually. Is that a bad thing? Kinda is, to be honest. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, they're placeholders for now. Placeholders for now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really want stone archers. I want stone archers, Mummy. Stone ones. Not these fancy metal ones. They're no good. They're too metal. And I'm not very metal, Mummy. I'm not very metal at all. But I want to be. One day. I want to be all metal. Go on. Go on. Come on then. Show me your archers. Show me your archers. Not your feet. Your archers. So it looks like these big ass stone dwarven slightly isometrical archers is probably the best we're going to get out of this program at this point in time, unless I was to draw some myself. And I'll be frank with you, drawing archers is no fun at all. You have to sort of make them a little bit isometric, I suppose, otherwise you can't tell that they're archers. And that's not very good at all. So, what do we got? It's a door. No, 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 no. So many things, but the wrong things. They're all the wrong things. Ooh. Plants on the balcony. Remember that. Make a note. We need plants on the balcony. Yes. But also arches. Where are our damned arches? No, these are the ones with the skulls on them. There is one thing we can do to these arches is, again, we can just fucking shade them and hide the fact they've got skulls on them. I've done that before, and it works, but the downside is that suddenly you have to shade the whole fucking building just based on the level that you have to shade the arches, which is kind of a bit silly. Everything is now shaded to match the arches. Just put a little text box that says arches. What is this? That doesn't look anything like a palisade. I mean, is this a palisade? What is a palisade? I thought palisades were like fences made out of spiky wooden posts stuck in the ground next to ditches. Having fun? Am I having fun? Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I have a bit of a headache, but that's all things considered. That's not terrible. Are you having fun? Ooh, straight chains. Hadn't noticed that before. And a person on a wheel. I did use one of the chains from around here somewhere just recently, when I was making the fortress of the Raven Queen. Oh, look, there's a raven. Huh, curious. You know what? He could be Moradin, but he'd have to be grey. Still. So much isometric shit. Who makes isometric maps? It must be very tricky. I've tried two, and they were both quite hard. One of them was harder than the other. I ended up painting the whole thing. I mean, digitally painting it in this program with my mouse. So this is a palisade. That looks like a palisade to me. I thought that was a palisade. Am I wrong? Is a palisade in fact a large stone thing that looks like a banister? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Well, there's sheep. If anyone needs a sheep. But the choices of archways are woeful. Hello. That's a sewer tunnel archway. Nobody wants a sewer tunnel archway. Fuck's sake. And I might be stuck with it. I mean, it's going to be in Drizel's living room. Anyway, we'll try it. It's got to be better than those enormous metal things. Let's take the old saturation out of it and make it grey. Now it doesn't look quite so sewer. Make it a bit brighter. Can't make it look clean, but that's okay. Oh well. Let's kill that. Boof. Straighten you up, Sonny Jim. Pull your socks up. There we go. Okay, stretch it out. Bit more. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. Oh, I've got a cunning plan too. A cunning plan. I have a plan so cunning you could pin a tail on it and call it a weasel. A cunning plan, indeed. It has to do with copying and pasting things and then flipping them around so that we have a point of view that does not look fucking weird. Paste. Now we stay centered on the map instead of getting skewed by the isometrical asymmetry or something like that. The asymmetrical isometry? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Okay. Well, it does kind of feel more or less overhead, if only these things were centered. Yeah, that could work. Kind of works. Kind of works. Okay. Archways. Everyone loves a good archway. Right, now we can get back to this table, can't we? Yes. Right, so outside. I mean, you might wonder why I'm spending so much time worrying about our fucking table, but it is a major fixture in the campaign setting. A lot of conversations have happened at this here table. You know what? Why does it have to be straight, actually? I don't think it is. In my mind, it's not straight. I think it's on an angle. I need a better table, though. You know what I can do? Take the hue. No. Black and white. Brighten it up a little bit. Contrast, sharpen. And it looks a little bit more metal now. I mean metal in the sense. Yes, my lord. Now I'm having fun because you're talking to me. I wasn't having so much fun without that. I'm just talking to myself. Right, so I suppose if we're going to have a table, we're going to need some chairs and some sort of side table or something like that as well, aren't we? What the fuck is a round one? Well, I guess that solves that problem. Maybe his table is round. I hadn't thought about that. Then that could be the side table. Let's have a look. It probably fits better in terms of where everything is. I can fit that over there much more easily. Much more easily. And then you can go there, kind of like so. And we can make it much bigger because it's round. And it fits in places. Yes. Okay, and then I can paint over it later to get rid of that stupid fucking pattern. Okie doke, it's time, 9:38. Well, I suppose I should start painting things very shortly because that's the fun part. I better save this too. Don't want to be losing Drizel's house, that would not be good. Alright, we're saved. You know who saves? Jesus saves. That's right. That's right. Yes. Enough religious puns. You know what looks like a fucking side, like a table? Could this be a table? Could it be a table? Kinda could be, but I kinda like it more than the round one. Let's have a look. Then, I mean, I know it's the same design as the pillars, but the pillars can be replaced, even though that would be tedious. Extremely tedious. Maybe there's another square pillar that I can use for the table. Come here. Yes, there is. That could be the table. It's a bit huge. It's not quite as space economic. that, but that's okay. Yeah. That works. It's very decorative. We likes that. Does it need to be almost 20 feet in size though? No, not really. I like the idea of more pillars though. I know, I'm obsessed with pillars. I wonder if they look cooler, like so. Oops, that's not right. Kind of works. Kinda. Maybe I don't need those ones. Let's pull that into there. So many fucking pillars. Don't really need that one. If I don't need that one, do I? No, it's alright. I think it's generally alright. Do I need that one at the end though? Do I really? It's a bit cleaner. Yeah, killer. You know, maybe that's the indoor table. Who knows? Should I go find a turnip? Baldric, see my fist. Run into it. Chairs. Chairs. Okay. Yeah, probably these big stone ones is probably good. Throne of stone. Yeah, it's probably the best we're gonna get from this lot of garbage. It's probably got to be that one. One, two, three, 5. Probably too big, aren't they? That's alright, we can fix that. Just like that. To turn them around. 1, 2. One for each element. Yes, my lord. Someone's been watching Blackadder. Okay, well, that's certainly part of Drazow's house done. Let's mess with these. Take the saturation right out. Take the brightness down. Try and match those stones a bit more. That's alright. Okay. Now I feel like that's too much. So we're gonna do a thing. Just make that another room there. These things really do throw my eyes. They don't look straight, but that's because they're isometric. It's a bit better. One's a bit higher than the other one, I think. Close enough for now. Okay. Still one of these doors. Paste it over here. Ta-da. Okay. Alright. So I'll save this, and I might clone it before I start painting on it, because to someone's. I have a feeling that if I start painting it, I'm going to be rushing because I just want to paint, and I've got 12 minutes before I need to wrap up. So I'm going to kind of paint fast and I'm really just going to be experimenting to see what I can come up with, so that next time I sit down to do this, I have some ideas. So we shall paint on the top layer, at least this time, just because. Basically because we can erase it more easily from the top layer than any other layer. Okay, we need this brush, and we need to size it down to about there, and we're going to start. Now, let me think about this. Where's the light coming from? It's going to be more light there than down here, so I think this is the dark end. That is very dark. That's because I forgot to do this. Yes, I'll turn it down a bit. Ooh. I do like dark maps. It's just me, I know. I can't say they're particularly useful for Roll20 though. But nonetheless, The atmosphere is good. See, now what happens is I end up shading the bits that don't look shaded, and then I have to reshade the bits I've already shaded and make them even darker than they were. And inevitably that leads to everything being fucking impossible to see. So we'll go back a little bit. I might have to leave this end unshaded, or at least mostly unshaded. I have to turn the shading down. Go with that to even it out. Now, I think we should shade the corner a little. I'm just being very rough right now because I'm just not thinking too hard about it. I just want to see some results quickly. I think I need more shade. Interiors can be a lot more shaded. Of course, we haven't figured out where the light's coming from inside yet, but yeah, we'll get there. There's a fireplace there, so I guess that's going to be shaded. So that's my experimental shading session, pretty much. You know, it's not terrible. I mean, it's not good, but it's not terrible. I've seen worse maps. Hey, Casper the Stalker. How you doing? Yeah. Not the worst map ever made. Yeah, kind of feels a little bit 3D-ish with the shading now. What I have played around with is like putting roofs on these types of maps and then making them like mostly transparent. And I like the idea of that, but it doesn't really work very well. I mean, it kind of it looks cool, but it's not at all useful. So, yes. So how you doing, Casper? What is up? Or not up, as the case may be. Bring this down a bit to here. Try this. Give a certain shade to one side of the walls. Oops. You could have the roof as a separate layer on Roll20. Yeah, right. Then you can just turn it off. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you were saying? Pretty much, right. Casper, are you on Facebook? Because we have a Facebook group too that we hang out in a lot, and you might find that interesting. I don't know if that's your sort of cup of tea, really, but you know, if you could have the that's very artificial saying these things, I see. I was a little bit confused for a moment. Wasn't sure who I was talking to. 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes left. So yeah, well, I hope you've all had, I don't know, about fun watching me painting a map for the last couple of hours, but hopefully you've had some entertainment and some joy from it. Even just hanging out is always good. So yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for coming on in and sticking with us. Tomorrow night we will be streaming The Burning Path. So that is a D&D 5e campaign set in this world, Sidariel, which you can find out more about if you come and hang out on our Discord channel. And you know what? Just in case somebody out there is watching right now and is too shy to ask, I'm gonna flick the link into the Discord, into the Twitch chat. And over here, like so. Poof. Come and hang out with us. Also, come and like and subscribe and all that stuff. YouTube and what else we got? Instagram, all the things. So you have a wonderful evening. This is the final map right now. Final as of tonight at least. And yeah, more to come, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for the inspiration, Farrell. I'm going to raid somebody with 4 viewers. They're going to be so impressed. They're going to not know what to do with themselves. So yeah. See you soon, ladies and gentlemen. But don't go, because, you know, we're going to raid someone. And raiding is fun. So let me see. Who can we raid? Create a dashboard. Stream manager. No, not that. Raid a channel. Okay. D20 deathmatch or Captain Robert? Let me see if there's anybody else on. Nope. Okay, Captain Robert it is. Okay, so we'll be heading over there any minute now, in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over and out. Adios. Goodbye. And over here on Streamlabs, we're going to go to our goodbye chat. Stream ending. 再见。